Today, we're gonna make the creamiest and easiest banana mousse. You will only need 2 bananas, preferably very ripe, 2 cups of heavy cream, and the same amount of condensed milk. The first time, as soon as I took the tray out, I almost had to start making another batch right away. So, if you have very ripe bananas at home, don't even think about throwing them away. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Seriously, is he gonna teach me how to mash a banana? But here's the secret to any good dessert. The first mistake is using green bananas. If they don't have black spots like this, we're not playing the same game. The more spots, the more natural sugar, and the easier this process will be. Mash with a fork until you get a creamy texture. The key here is patience. If you use an electric mixer, the texture becomes too runny and the dessert loses its body. Do we want a paste with some texture? Notice how the fork is crushing and dragging. It's almost therapeutic, isn't it? The banana is almost mashed, but keep going over the smaller lumps. A banana. A super pro tip is that if your bananas are too hard and you're in a hurry, put them in the microwave for a few seconds with the peel on. They'll turn black in less than 30 seconds and become soft instantly. Although ideally, they should ripen at nature's pace. We're almost there. We're looking for this creamy, shiny consistency without big chunks that could ruin the bite later. A minute of effort that makes the difference between a mediocre dessert and a spectacular one. Second ingredient, heavy cream or whipping cream. The kind for whipping, because we're actually gonna whip it a bit for that. Make sure it's really cold. That helps a lot. We need to aerate the cream, meaning it should have air inside, but we don't need it to be too firm. That's why I put them in the freezer for a little while beforehand. Both the whisk and the cream. If both are cold, it helps. Let's do it by hand. No gym today. The secret here, so you don't spend half an hour, is to make sure the cream in the bowl are really cold, like I explained before. And the whisk? If the cream is warm, whipping it all day won't make it thicken. We want air. Lots of air, so make circular motions and also up and down movements while you use the electric whisk. Since it's nice and cold, this won't take you more than 2 minutes. And once you have it, let's move on to the sweetening. We have the second ingredient. Now let's go with the third and last one, condensed milk. Use a maximum of 1 can, minimum 3 tablespoons, depending on how sweet the bananas are. I'm adding almost a cup, but like I said, this is up to each person's taste. Once you've added all the condensed milk you want, you're going to stir it so everything gets mixed together. And while I'm doing this, let me ask you, would you dare to do the same thing with dulce de leche? How does that idea sound to you? Tell me in the comments. Once the condensed milk is fully incorporated with gentle folding movements, we add the puree we prepared at the very beginning. And we just have to gently stir it until it's all mixed together. But also, as if today's recipe could not be any easier, this gives it sweetness and the perfect consistency. Make sure it turns out creamy, smooth, and airy. And even at the risk of sounding repetitive, I'll tell you again, gentle, folding movements. It's not about beating, it's about letting it mix together, almost magically, and forming a creamy, dense texture. So tempting that you want to eat it by the spoonful right away. For serving, you can use a large mold like this and serve it directly at the table. Everyone can take as much as they want, or you can use individual cups, which personally I think are more fun. We've reached my favorite part, putting it all together. This is where the magic happens. This mixture isn't just cream. It has the banana puree we mashed earlier and a special touch of condensed milk. Look at how it falls. It doesn't fall like a liquid. It falls like a cloud. That's the texture we were looking for. Whisking by hand, mixing gently. The good thing about this combination is the balance. The banana provides the fiber and natural flavor. The milk gives it that sinful touch. And the cream, well, the cream brings it to life. It's a foam so light it almost disappears in your mouth, but with an intense flavor that leaves you wanting more. Keep your hands steady. We don't want to smudge the rim of the glass. If we want it to look like it's from a restaurant, look at those air bubbles trapped inside. This is what keeps them from coming together. Heavy dessert. By not whipping the cream all the way, we allow it to blend perfectly with the banana puree and the condensed milk, without leaving any lumps of fat. A couple of taps on the table to settle it, and straight to the fridge. Now patience is your best friend. Put them on a plate or tray so you can carry them more easily. And, fridge or refrigerator, I don't know what you call it, for at least 4 hours. Enjoy your meal. Don't rush making it. We need at least 2 or 3 hours of chilling. Why? Because besides tasting better, you make sure of the texture. Remember that ripe bananas and whipped cream make the magic happen. Don't stir, don't overbeat. We want that texture to come through when we eat it. Decorate however you like, with slices of fruit, a bit of zest, a cookie, or why not, with a little chocolate. But make sure it's really bitter. The contrast will drive you crazy. But before serving, give it the final touch. Some banana slices would look good. But how about we surprise everyone with a bit of chocolate for contrast? How do you want it? Hey, dark, milk, white, they're all delicious. And if you use a potato peeler like I do, you get some really professional looking pieces with zero effort. You just have to put a little bit on top of each one. And as you can see, the result looks just like something from a pastry shop. Do you feel like trying it? Hey, maybe another day we can use ripe bananas again. And look, now comes the best part, the texture. Look, look, look. Look at that spoonful. Makes you really want some, right? You thought it would be more than 3 ingredients, but it's just 3, right?